Welcome to Buddha's Path, Learn and Practice Buddhism, where we explore timeless teachings and practical wisdom to help you live a more peaceful, mindful life. Today, we're delving into one of the most challenging emotions we all encounter, anger. Whether it flashes up in a moment or simmers quietly beneath the surface, anger can disturb our peace, damage relationships, and cloud our judgment. But the Buddha offered clear guidance on how to understand, manage, and ultimately transform anger, turning it into an opportunity for growth and compassion. In this episode, we'll discover 3 powerful ways to reduce anger, grounded in the words and wisdom of the Buddha. First, let's reflect on why anger arises. The Buddha taught that anger is not something that comes from outside. It is a reaction from within, often triggered by unmet expectations, hurt, or a sense of injustice. When anger appears, it's easy to feel overwhelmed or justified in expressing it. But as the Buddha explained, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. The good news is that anger can be transformed, and we can do so with awareness, understanding, and practice. The first way to reduce anger in accordance with the Buddha's teachings is through mindful awareness. Mindfulness is the foundation of Buddhist practice, and it means being fully present, observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. When anger arises, the Buddha advised us to notice it as soon as possible, to become aware of its presence before it takes control. This can be as simple as pausing and taking a deep breath, acknowledging, anger is here. By observing anger mindfully, we start to see it as just another mental state, temporary, changing, not our true self. We can watch how it feels in the body, maybe a tight chest, a flushed face, or clenched fists. By bringing gentle attention to these sensations, we create space between ourselves and the emotion, which helps to prevent us from reacting impulsively or harshly. The Buddha taught, with mindfulness, one can abandon anger, like removing a poisonous snake from the mind. This approach allows us to see the roots of our anger, perhaps an old hurt, disappointment, or fear. Mindfulness does not suppress anger or pretend it doesn't exist. It simply allows us to observe it with clarity. As we practice, we may notice patterns, certain situations or words that trigger us. With this awareness, we can prepare ourselves, respond wisely, and gradually reduce the hold that anger has over us. The second way to reduce anger is through cultivating loving kindness, or metta. The Buddha emphasized the transformative power of loving kindness, not only for others, but for ourselves. When anger rises, it's often directed at someone, a friend, a colleague, or even ourselves. Instead of fueling the flames with harsh words or blame, the Buddha encouraged us to counter anger with thoughts of goodwill and compassion. One practical method is the metta meditation, where we silently repeat phrases such as, "May I be happy, may I be free from suffering, may you be happy, may you be free from suffering." This meditation can be directed towards yourself, towards the person you feel angry with, or towards all beings. Loving kindness softens the heart and reminds us of our shared humanity. The Buddha said, "Hatred never ceases by hatred, but by love alone is healed." When anger feels overwhelming, try pausing for a moment and wishing well to all involved, even those who have hurt you. This is not easy, especially when the pain is fresh, but with practice, loving kindness becomes a powerful antidote to anger. It helps us let go of grudges, see the situation from a broader perspective, and respond with compassion instead of retaliation. Sometimes, anger is directed inward. We are frustrated with ourselves for making mistakes or falling short of expectations. In these moments, loving kindness can be especially healing. Offer yourself the same gentleness you would give to a dear friend. May I be kind to myself. May I forgive myself. May I learn and grow. The Buddha taught that loving kindness is like the sun. It shines on everyone without discrimination. When we cultivate it, we nourish our own hearts and spread warmth to those around us. The third way to reduce anger, as taught by the Buddha, is through understanding and patience. Often, anger arises from misunderstanding. We react to words or actions without knowing the full story, or we interpret events through the lens of our own assumptions. The Buddha encouraged us to develop patience and to seek understanding before reacting. When someone's words or actions trigger anger, pause and consider. What might they be experiencing? What is their intention? Sometimes people act out of their own suffering, ignorance, or fear. By practicing patience, we give ourselves time to see more clearly, to avoid hasty judgments, and to respond with wisdom. The Buddha described patience as one of the highest virtues. Patience is the greatest asceticism. It is the ability to endure hardship, annoyance, or provocation without losing composure. Patience is not about suppressing anger or pretending nothing is wrong. It is about giving yourself space to breathe, reflect, and respond thoughtfully. When anger arises, try counting to 10, walking away for a moment, or taking a few deep breaths. These simple acts of patience help prevent escalation and allow you to approach the situation with a calm mind. Understanding also means recognizing impermanence, the truth that everything changes. The feelings that seem so strong in one moment will eventually pass. The Buddha taught that by seeing the impermanent nature of anger, we can loosen our grip on it, allowing it to dissolve naturally. When anger comes, remind yourself, this too will pass. With patience and understanding, we replace anger with insight and empathy, building stronger, more peaceful relationships. To sum up, the Buddha's teachings offer us 3 practical ways to reduce anger: mindful awareness, loving kindness, and understanding with patience. These are not quick fixes, but lifelong practices that transform how we relate to ourselves and others. By observing anger mindfully, we prevent it from controlling us. By cultivating loving kindness, we heal our own hearts and connect with others in compassion. And by practicing patience and understanding, we respond wisely, turning moments of conflict into opportunities for growth. If you found these teachings helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Buddha's Path. Learn and practice Buddhism. Together, let's continue learning, practicing, and bringing more peace into our lives and the world. Thank you for joining us today. May you be happy, may you be free from anger, and may you walk the path of wisdom and compassion.